morning. It is Tuesday, October 29th. I have been up early, of course, as always. I was editing my video for today and doing my hour of office work, and then I put some bread in the bread machine and I've roasted some coffee, and it's about 7:20, so I need to take a shower and get ready for the day pretty soon, but I am going to make another cup of this coffee since we ran out this morning and I had to roast it, which took like an hour. So now I'm gonna have some more coffee, and the bread smells really good. I'm so much better now and not sick, but I realized that my energy was so low for the past probably week and a half, and I just kind of stopped doing the things that I normally do, like baking fresh bread and all of that. So today I thought, let's restart and refresh a little bit, make some delicious bread, roast some coffee, have a really nice day. I'm making Ara for breakfast, a little cinnamon apple cream cheese tortilla wrap. I don't know how else to describe it. I've got these Ezekiel 4-9 sprouted tortillas. They have a really nice flavor. So I put a little bit of this Kite Hill I think it's an almond based. It is hot, baby. Almond-based cream cheese with some cinnamon apples that I just cooked, and a little bit of sugar, and I'm going to fold this over and cook it in the pan for her. To run out the door, but figured I'd show you guys the bread that I made. I cannot begin to describe how delicious this smells, so we'll have to have this for dinner this evening. I don't think I've been showing you guys orders these past few days of being at work, so I thought maybe I would show you one or two of them for today. I have a few from over the weekend, and I love all of the orders, but I'll probably just show maybe two today. So we've got Blue Autumn and Celadon, and these are both non-superwash DK, and then we have Cinnamon Apples on superwash DK. And I think this palette is really pretty together. It's like earthy and autumnal, so really lovely. And then we have my favorite Nurge hoops. This is the medium one. And I folded a little green crane to go with this order. I thought that would match. Here's one more order for today. We have the Shire on Merino DK. I love this one. It's like olivey green, a little piece of cardboard. It's olivey, like olive and forest green, and I just absolutely love how earthy that one is. And then we have a Pottsfield sock set, which is of course themed from Over the Garden Wall. So I folded an orange crane to match that one. And then we've got a couple of mushroom things, so I think this person and I probably have a lot in common. We've got these are needle point protectors. They go onto the tips of your needles to keep your stitches safe when you're not working on your project. It's a little mushroom with yarn balls. And then we have these really cute stitch markers that are mushroom houses. They're so cute. I think this was maybe the last one. And then we've got a little magpie moth sticker from Oh Little Wren. So this is all green and orange. I totally love it. We'll do one last order just because I really like these colors together. So we've got my last Monster Movie sock set, and we have the Shire on Merino DK. And we have the Shire on sock weight Merino nylon. And of course a little purple crane to sort of go with it, but I think these colors are a lot of fun. I am blocking my Felix pullover. I do think that the gauge is looking much better in the body. Obviously it's still loose. I knew it would be, but it looks a lot more even than it did before, so the stitches are evening out. The gauge on the sleeves is definitely pretty different, where I went down a couple needle sizes, and I do still like that fabric better, but I kind of like the way that the sleeves are kind of slim and nice and tapered, and then the body is cropped but a little bit boxy. I think it's going to look really pretty. I already like the way it fits when it's unblocked, so I think as soon as it's done blocking, it's going to look really nice. And as a reminder, this is Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. It's one of the solids, although there is definitely some color pooling / striping where it didn't have as much dye. I kind of wish that I had used maybe a more solid skein in the body, but no big deal. I just really love this golden color, and so it would have been nice to have a little bit more of the richness there, but again, no big deal. It happens, even with big companies like Brooklyn Tweed. And then there's my daughter's hat over there blocking, and it looks so much prettier on the stockinette side. Yesterday, when I took a little clip of it, I accidentally had it inside out, and it wasn't until I was editing and I realized that the increases looked really strange that I realized that the purl side was showing, so this side looks much better. So yeah, doing a little blocking while I'm waiting for some yarn to soak because I am going to dye yarn today. I'm at the shop and I'm wearing my little beetle. I've got my moths, so I'm normal bug girl self today. I was not going to dye any more yarn today. I was just going to call it quits for the festival, but I did decide to go ahead and dye up what I have left since there's not much. I already had some of the dyes mixed up for dyeing my Aura colorway. I figured I would just dye up the rest of what I have as Aura because I think I'm mostly sold out of that colorway anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Hi, it is checking in midday. It is about 2 o'clock, I think. My daughter just went down for her nap, which is nice because I've actually been running around working like crazy this morning, and I need to sit down and put some price tags on the project bags. And I've just been dyeing yarn all morning, doing website stuff, packing orders. It has just been busy. I am going to be, the store is going to be closed Thursday through Tuesday of the rest of this week and beginning of next week, because Thursday we're packing up the shop, Friday we're setting up at Briarfield Park, Saturday is the festival, and Sunday is the wedding, but you know I'm closed on Sundays and Mondays because I have the wedding on Sunday and I'm working from home on Monday. I won't be able to set the shop back up until Tuesday, so I'll reopen next Wednesday, so I'll be closed for a full week. Anyway, I have just had so much to do. I decided to go ahead and dye up the rest of the yarn that I had here in stock. So that was about 20 more skeins, which is great because that's 20 skeins I didn't have before. So I dyed up 10 of Aura on merino worsted, and then I did 5 wood-fired clay DK superwash and 5 wood-fired clay superwash suck. That's everything I had. I did still have a little bit of fiber, so I was going to try to dye that up in my Aura colorway, but I just don't think I'm going to have enough time to do it and then have it cool down and have me dry it and label it and everything. So I'm kind of pushing it with trying to get this yarn dyed, cooled, dried, labeled, all before I need to pack it up on Thursday. I need to skein up the Alabama Fiber Festival minis and full skeins, but they're only 90% dry, so I'll probably get to do that tomorrow morning, which is perfect. I'll have to photograph them and all of that. So I'm definitely wrapping up on production stuff, and come Thursday I'll just be packing things up and trying to figure out all the logistics of that. I rented a U-Haul, even though Briarfield Park is only down the street. We have a double booth, and so we have a lot of stuff to bring, a lot of fixtures, so I just figured it'd be easiest to get a U-Haul. So we'll have to go get that Thursday evening, and Friday evening I'll probably load it all up. Friday morning we'll get to the park as soon as we're allowed, and it'll probably take us all day to set up. And then Saturday I'll get to see all of you lovely people, so I'm very excited. I'm glad everything is starting to come together. I'm glad I pulled out all of the project bags today because I somehow missed adding the drawstrings to 2 of them, so I went ahead and finished that up. I ironed everything since they've been sitting around for a while, and like I said, I need to add the price tags to them. I added the listings on my website, but they're hidden. Oh yeah, speaking of which, my website will be closed for orders the same days that I'm closed for the business. I don't like to take online orders when I'm traveling to sell things because I don't want to accidentally, sometimes it can happen where I'll sell something in person, but it'll have already sold on the website, but because I don't see those orders coming in right away. Anyway, I don't want anybody's orders to not get fulfilled. I've had that happen a couple times this month, which is embarrassing, and I hate it. So the online website will be closed, and I'll make sure to put up a little banner on my website to specify that the store and the website are closed for those couple of days. So the website will reopen Wednesday. It's going to close Thursday morning and reopen Wednesday morning. Just some thoughts. So I think tomorrow is the last day I'll be recording for Vlogtober, since I record all of these a day in advance. So tomorrow's the last day I'm gonna record, and because I'll probably be pretty busy, I don't know how much of like a wrap up for the month that I'll get to do, which makes me sad. So I just want to make sure, and I'll say this again tomorrow, but I just wanted to make sure to let you guys know that tomorrow is not goodbye, it's see you later. I have more vlog plans for the rest of the year, for the final 2 months, November and December. How many ways can I phrase that? You know exactly what I mean. I am planning on recording a vlog of the Alabama Fiber Festival, so the preparation process and setting up and the festival itself. I'm going to film as much as I can and show you guys maybe the other vendors' booths and show you my booth. I'll do as much as I can. And then, of course, because I'll have the wedding Sunday, I won't get to sit down and edit that footage until sometime next week. So keep an eye out, and I'll make sure to do a little video next week for the Alabama Fiber Festival, which will be a lot of fun. And then I just have more that I wanted to do this month and share with you guys. I was hoping to go thrifting at some point. There was dinner recipes that I wanted to get to, and I just knew that this month was so crazy. It makes sense I didn't get to everything, but I'll continue to make little vlogs here and there for the rest of the year and share those things with you guys. All right, I'm gonna go and get back to work. I have to leave on time today because I have to go out and I have to go to the bank and make sure I've got cash for the event. I have to go pick up my makeup for the wedding, and yeah, I have a lot to do. I got my daughter a baby doll, so I've got to go pick that up from the store. I know she'll be excited. She's been very into babies. Growing up, baby dolls weren't something I was interested in. I liked like dolls like Barbies and Bratz and all that. Obviously, she's only 2, so she's not reached that point yet, but Mom, tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I ever went through a baby doll period. It's just, I was never interested in that kind of thing. But my daughter is already very interested, so I thought I heard her maybe coming out, which would be bad because she just went to sleep, so then she'd be grumpy. Anyway, I've got a baby doll that I have to go pick up for her, and I'm excited to give it to her. Okay, oh, last thing. I have 2 shipments that arrived to the house today, so I've got some new needles, well, a restock of the Chow needles that I carry in the crochet hooks. And by the way, I am going to work on reorganizing the needles on my website because I know it's sort of confusing. Every needle size has its own listing. I'm going to consolidate so that you'll be able to shop by cable length. You'll be able to shop by needle size and then pick your cable length within that same listing, because right now everything is broken down, so it's confusing. Or not easy to shop, so I'm going to fix that. And then the other order I got were the Pacific Knit Co. doodle decks, so I got some of the newer ones that I didn't have previously. So I'm going to bring them to the fiber fair, and then they'll be on my website afterwards. Okay, I've got stuff to do. By the way, one last thing, this top is thrifted. I just thought I'd share it because I really like it. It's very pretty, it's foresty green, it's got cute little puff sleeves, and then I've got Natchez, my blue beetle from my New Orleans trip. It's a little sneak peek of the Alabama Fiber Festival colorway. I'm going to finish scanning them all up tomorrow, but actually they match the project bags really well. That worked out, didn't it? So there you go. I'm super excited about it. Okay, we are actually about to head out. We have to go run a lot of errands. Come, love. That's so nice. We're home for the evening. It's dark outside. We had to go run errands after work today, and it took a long time, but I had to go get the rest of the things that I would need for the wedding this weekend. So now I have everything, and that's behind me, and now I can shift gears for the next few days on just Fiber Festival, and then I can swap over to mentally preparing for my best friend's wedding, which I'm very excited about. So I got to get through all the work, and then I can enjoy the wedding. I'm making dinner for my daughter and myself right now. We just came in from outside. It's dark outside, but Jason's still outside working. I just went and watered the plants. But yeah, so I'm making us dinner. And that's probably as much as I'll get up to today because it's already almost 7 o'clock. And I need to be able to clean my house and take care of Ara. So yes, very busy day. Did get in some new doodle decks today, which is exciting. So I'll have these at the festival this weekend, and then they'll be up on my website afterwards. I've got the new Fantasy and Dino. We've got Desert, Farm, a restock of Baking, and the Camping. Finally time to unravel this first ever hat that I made. It is terribly made. It looks okay on the wrong side, kind of, until you look at this nonsense. But I'm going to add this yarn to my crochet blanket, so I need to go ahead and finally rip this out. So RIP to my first ever knitted hat. I'm so sorry if the lighting looks crazy. It's actually way past my bedtime. It is almost 11 o'clock. I don't ever stay up this late, and normally I can't even stay up this late. I'm actually not sure what's going on, but I feel absolutely wired. It's probably just all the stuff that I have coming up this weekend and then getting my energy back after being sick, but I don't know what's going on. It's just my brain is so wired. I am sitting out here. I did lay down with my daughter and my husband and tried to, I had to get her to sleep, and then I was going to just go to sleep, but I just really wanted to get up, so I did. And I came out here to work on my dipped arms cardigan since this was something I kind of cast on and knit some stockinette flat and then put it away. So I finished the back part before you start working on the shoulders. I finished that earlier since I just had a few rows of knitting and purling left, and now I've picked up for the front right shoulder. So I'm working on, I did the little short rows, and I'm working on the V-neck increases. So now I just have to knit the shoulder until it's long enough to join with the back. And then, of course, I'll have to do the left side before I can join in the round. Well, not in the round, but join the front and the back. So, yeah, I'm excited that I've shifted that project to a main focus now that I kind of played around and finished some older whips and had a few quick cast-ons and finishes. You'll have seen that I was working on my crochet blanket. That's a blanket that I started a couple years ago when I was still buying yarn from the big box store. And it's funny, I haven't bought yarn from a big box store in a long time because I own a yarn store, not because I'm judgmental against that yarn, but I have plenty of access to yarn. I dye yarn and I buy yarn for a living, so. But it's kind of fun to revisit those yarns that I started out with. And I mean, it's mostly woolies, thick and quick, which is actually really enjoyable to crochet with. And the resulting blanket is going to be so comfy that I was already being kind of ridiculous and looking up that yarn, and I saw that it was on sale. I was so tempted to buy some, and the colors that are out now are so much prettier than I remember, so they must be making even prettier new colors. But I did decide I'm just going to go ahead and finish up that blanket. It's been really nice to crochet again. I have a really nice crochet work in progress right now that's a pieced quilt blanket that's really pretty, but it's not the kind of thing that I can just sit down and work on mindlessly, whereas this crochet blanket is just double crochet, no pattern, just adding in colors when I run out of whatever skein I'm working with. Well, anyway, hopefully you can hear me. I am clearly whispering. I don't want to wake up my daughter or my husband. He's got work in the morning. But I just had a nice, very busy day, but a nice day. And I think I'm feeling sad that tomorrow is my last Vlogtober recording day, so I just wanted to record a little bit more tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here and say goodnight, and that I just hope you had a really lovely day, and I cannot wait for this weekend, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.